Assalamu alaikum. How are you, friends? So, as I promised you that I'm going to do a financial management paper, a whole 3-hour paper. I'm going to solve it in front of you, and I'm going to show you how much time I'm taking to do it. What are the steps I'm doing? How am I doing calculations? How am I doing theory part in section C? How much time I'm taking to do the multiple choice questions in section A and B? Okay, you can see. So today I'm not going to explain you the concepts and all. You're just going to see the screen. Okay, you are going to read the questions yourself. You are also going, and even better if you can do the paper with me. Okay, and then towards the end we are going to check the performance. We are going to check how much, right? What is my marks? How much did I score? Okay. While I'm doing, you can see on the screen, I'll be using calculator. I'll be doing some notes. I'll be making. Okay, so exactly I'm going to count 3 hours. It's now 7:30 a.m. in one time. So I'm going to finish this 10:30 a.m. exactly sharp at 3. Even if I can finish it before 10:30, even better, right? So starting all this introduction and all is not needed, so I'm going to go to next. All these instructions I have read before, so I'm not going to read, but if someone wants to read it, you can take 10 minutes and go through the instructions. So I'm just going to skip. Okay, now you have an option here. Okay, you can either start with section A or B, or what you can do is, if you want to start with section C, you can go to the navigator. Okay, and wherever section C starts here. So from question 30 onwards is all section C, and if you can see here, the status is all unseen. I haven't gone through this question, and question 1, since I've opened it, it's incomplete. So the moment I complete, it will show complete. Okay, so let's start. And better that you keep a watch in front of you to see the time. Okay, whether it's actually 3 or more. Okay, so let's start. You read the question yourself and see whether what I'm doing is correct or not. Okay, I'm not going to explain here. I'm just going to do my paper and go. So sum of this, if you can see for the calculation, I am not using calculator because these are easy, 90 into 10, 900 divided by 100, okay. So I don't have to waste my time using calculator. Okay, the reason I have taken 90 here, 10% discount. Okay, so few places I'll be telling you. Okay. TERP is theoretical extract price using short form because this is just working. So as you see that I'm not able to solve this, but am I going to do? I'm going to use, I'm going to give this flag for review. Now if you see your status, it's flag. I know I have to come back to question number 3. Okay, I'm not going to waste my time. I'm going to go to the next one. Okay. Valuation. So the funding. The defeat is expected to last longer than 2 months. Statement is true. Statement is true in relation to the capital market. Okay. So the return information project. So this is my own personal reading I'm doing. Okay, that's why maybe you can hear some sound because that's how I read. You can take your time and you do. Okay. You need to see how much time I'm taking to read, then understand and think.
Purpose and objective will be an annual dividend equal to 40% of policy return on equity and 20% of the current common dividend share price is this one. The return on equity. What is the cost of equity? Okay. So dividend to be paid. Earnings per share is of earnings. You can either use your scratch pad or you can directly use your calculator. Retention rate is 45%. What about the retention rate? And dividend. Okay. Return on equity is 20%. So retention rate into plus growth. Executive duties working by the rest of the company policy as matter. The company has the revenue for the year. Working company the company has this one. The net working capital. What will the decrease in its net working capital? So receivable is more. Inventory days is more and payable days is more. Okay. If payable is more, no inventory in this. So you can see receivable and inventory days are more than the industry. So there when it their working capital will reduce because of that. Okay. Payable if it's higher, then the industry is good because your cash will be there in the company. Then so this is the receivable part net inventory and the payable effect will be So you are taking the net payable and the inventory together. There is an increase in 10, the inventory, and there's an increase in payable, which is good. Increase in 5. So it will be 10 minus 5, which will be 5 divided by 365 into cost, because they told cost of sales. That's why you are taking inventory minus payable. For payable, we have purchases. Okay. Then we are getting 175.3. So let's take 175.3 plus for the receivable we got 449.3, 24.6. Next, indicate whether the below statements are true or false. Represented company. A prospective merger would need to result in company में मगर शेयर खरीदे बिल्कुल की मेरे सवाल करे. अगर कोई निर्विवाद में कहने का पेमेंट कैसे? At a high rate of domestic inflation will lead to a strengthening currency. Government principal policy was the measurement of interest rates. Or incorrect. And interest flow can be used to hedge an expected increase in interest rates. Incorrect. The cost of interest rate flow is higher than the cost of an interest rate collar. The prepayment interest options payable is exercised. Incorrect. This is correct, sorry. Okay. Make sure, okay, it cannot be like this. When you want to remove it, just click it there, click on it again. And the percentage of interest rate feature means that over and under hedging can be interest rate feature means that over and under hedging can be avoided. Which of the following statement is true? Is due to rising boost costing. Is due to rising boost costing. This is the okay. Costing. The term of the trade finance payment must be within 3 months. The term of the table however discount one of the example was included the discount payment in 3 months. If the discount is accepted, okay, the company must pay at the end of 1 month 1.5% discount. Okay. It's 98.5%. 0.985 into 2,500. 2462.5. The cost of is going to receive this was within 3 months, within 1 month. Okay, this count will be given for payment within 1 month. So the cost 27.5. So the 2 month rate of interest is 1.5228. So the annual equivalent rate is okay. Okay. So it's 1 plus the discount which was 0.015228. Okay, to the power for 2 months. So it will be 2 12 minus 1. Nope, something is wrong. 1 plus it is 0.00152228 to the power 6 minus 1. Next. So if you see, I took 30 minutes to finish section A, which is good because for a 30 marks you are supposed to spend 13 to 1.8 54 minutes, but I finished it in 30 minutes. 24 minutes I've saved. But if you see my navigator, I have one question which is incomplete. So either I can go to section B and section B, say finish it and come to section A, or I can finish this with the time. But I choose to go to section B. Okay. So I'm going to use this golden opportunity to finish it since I've saved my 24 minutes. Okay. What is the money market hedge? impossible in euro. Impossible in euro. Available in dinars. 3 months of this month. Being for the mark was available. That's why coming up for dinars. And very business with interest rates. The value rate represents the upside for the okay. So when you go to section B and C, you will see that most of the time, how much time you take also depends on how fast you read. Okay. Future dollar value of the dinar receipt. So they have clearly mentioned the dinar receipt. So we're not talking about the euro payment, okay? We're talking about the 6 month. 6 month interest rates, we have to use the 6 month, okay? Which is 12 million dinar. So first, what am I going to do is 12 million dinar. I'm going to use the 6 month forward, not the 6 month forward rate. It's a money market hedge, right? So I need to see whether I have to invest or borrow. Dinar. Okay, starting with dinar because I have 12 million dinar. So first I have to decide whether I have to borrow or deposit. It's a money market hedge. Okay. So now I forgot whether I have to borrow or resist. So let me think. Borrow in foreign currency. I have to borrow in foreign currency. Okay. So since I have to borrow in foreign currency is what? Foreign currency is dinar. I have to borrow dinar. It's 4%. I have to take 2% because 6 months and this is annual. I have to find for 6 months. So 2. So when I take 12, that will be 12 divide by 1.02. Okay. This I need to convert it to dollar by using what? By using the spot exchange rate. So the spot exchange rate, it's a receipt. I'm receiving dinar. I have to sell dinar to buy dollar. Buying dollar, I'll be buying dollar at a higher rate, which is 57.52. Okay. So I'm going to divide this by 57.52. And now I'm going to invest this in dollar, deposit 1%. sorry, 0.5, so 0.25, 1.25. What is it? So what is the value? You see the number is totally different compared to what it's none out of this four, so definitely I am wrong. Let me try this again. Okay, so let us do the same thing, but this time let us do this and see the 6 month forward rate. 12 million, so 12 1 2 3 1 2 3 12 million divided by 58 point, sorry, not 58.64. First you need to divide it by this. Then you have to divide this by 58.64. Multiply it by 1.025. You said this, even this is not anywhere out of this answer. So let us. I want to change something. Let me do it. Okay. Okay. So divide. Okay, I'm not able to do it. Let me clear everything. So it is 12, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Divide by 1.2. Okay. Then you divide it by 57. Sorry. 57.52. Multiply by 1.025. 309645. So definitely, you know that this is not it. Okay, so let me take my manual calculator and do it. So at least when I was doing my calculations, I know that my calculation is right somewhere because the numbers I'm getting is in this range. But somewhere some number is wrong, some rates or something. Point zero zero. Okay, so anyway, what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep this flag for review and go to the next without wasting time. You get back the of the two transactions. Okay, leading the payment on its imported goods. Leading the euro payment on its imported goods. So if you say the payment for the 3 months, how do I know that? Just look at the rates. Okay, so the rate, if I could divide by some, it becomes better. So leading the payment on its imported goods. Yes. Taking out a foreign exchange contract future did not asset. Taking out a forward exchange contract future did not asset. Taking out a forward on its future did not asset. Definitely it's effective. And buying a dynamic consumption for its future hero payment. Yes. Next. It is the same case study, so I'm not wasting time reading it again and again every time. The first time I read it, it helps me. That's why I'm able to do it fast. Just look how I'm doing and how much time I'm taking. So which element is this arc in reducing its overall foreign currency risk? This is in reducing its overall. If you see that I'm reading the same question over and over again, that is for my confirmation that I've understood. So which element is overall currency risk? Taking out a euro long euro denominator overdraft. This requires a thinking. Right? It's not easy. You can even do this if you want. Okay, so you can scale the window. Now, taking out long-term euro denominator, taking out a denominator overdraft. So taking out the long-term euro denominator loan. What am I doing now? I'm thinking. Okay, I'm imagining what happens and all those things. taking out a dinner denominated overdraft. Overdraft. Stop. Next, things occurring. Whether putting a major the forward, it is the entire whether real interest rate. The incorrect. Which is going to say with upwards looking income. This is what the lending. We did prefer saving for the long term and for the long term. Interest rate for the long term. But the short term government payments and savings for the long term. The government will automate the so when it comes to, if you can see, this is the next case study, right? They need to read. So now from time to time, if you want, you can go to the navigator and see. If you see, all is complete except question 16 and question 3, which I'll be reviewing it later. The finance okay, what is the equity market? The company's equity known as listed company or traded loan and the shares are nominal value and value trading next dividend and economic loading for the assets were to grow by. The loan is the nominal value of the company 6 years into 10 years for the loan is already before tax is the company is. If you see how much time I actually took to read the whole case study, right? Not even 1 minute. This comes with practice. When I practice multiple times the same question, I know when I read the word before tax, it is they're talking about the tax rate. So I can quickly skip through and read. This is what practice does to you. Okay. equity market value. So now what am I doing? I'm thinking. From where do I start? That's what I'm thinking. Okay. So meanwhile, I will just skip and go to the next one. Assuming the confusion, what is the market value of each loan? Okay, so let us do the previous one. This next is conversion. If you want, you can go and see what all each question is. I will go through and see. The next one is about following statement. So such questions I can answer, okay? Where calculation is not required. Which of the is true? The very market forces. The very market is also the very market this one. And over time the very market very follow and next. limiting growth motivations, make rational decisions. Okay. So what point where the company is trying to go to the market for the addition finance is going to be whether the corporate taxation purposes and the company has a very level company. If you see, this is a new case study, okay? So which I need to do. So link has been prepared by the company for the buying a company. The company also for buying a competitor on the basis because of money was again as ever that expensive. The budget has been made with the investment for the project. The project life 4 years ago the discount rate of 10% valuation and investor by no the finance and the investment by new job debt. What is the net present value? Zero. So how do you decide that? Changes in sales volume. What change? What is the change in the sales value which will make the net present value? Zero. Okay. As you can see that I have not come prepared for this question. The reason why, because I wanted to show how if a student does this without preparation, how much time they are taking. You see, if this is what happens when you come without preparation. It takes so much of time, right? But there's a hint for you. Definitely, you have to look at the present value of sales revenue, and you need to take the net present value. These two things definitely you have to see. Okay. That means by how many percentage your sales volume should fall before your net present value can definitely if sales volume falls also net present value will become zero. Okay. So there is a way, okay, of doing this, which is a longer method. If in case you forgot to do how to do it, just take each percentage of it and take it in the sales volume, do the calculation again and say are you getting a negative net present value or not, or even zero or negative below zero. Okay, so let's put 7.7% and see. That means if you're putting 100 minus 7.7, 92.3%. Okay, that means 0.923. So 0.923 you multiply by the sales, 6657. Now your sales is this much, rest all remains the same. This is known as sensitivity analysis. Minus your fixed cost 1569, sorry, it's 1569. Okay, add back 156 minus 1569 minus 1800, which is minus 1.589. That means definitely if you put others also, it will be minus only. Okay, wait a minute. Then but this you have discounted. Okay, if we were given the sales price and volume, we would have find out. But then anyway, let's try. Let's see how much time I'm taking. So let's put this also for flag for review and let's go to the next. Which is the survey is correct. Although critical factors are by the management may not control over them. Obvious using the average assuming opening cash flow per year is 100. Okay, 900. So this is something which is simple. If you take it is 7, sorry, operating cash flow, that, and there is the period is 4 years, 729 into 4. Then I will take this minus your initial investment. Then I will divide it by 4 to find the average. 279. Okay, so then the denominator it's 1800 initial investment divided by 2. So 270, sorry, 279 divided by 900, 31%. Which is what is debt finance is correct. Link issues a long-term debt in the other currency market. Can issue long-term debt in the euro currency market. Debtors which have debt balance variable cost of capital. New chip loans will take place in the primary market. They may not be able to issue new debt before long security. Okay. Just warning statement the competition policy is correct. Scale becomes the advantage of monopoly and oligopoly. Social cost extra example market where monopoly is difficult basic and need excessive profits. All are correct. you see that I came to section C, let me go to the navigator and say how many questions I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 questions to complete. Okay. So what I can do is, since I know section C will take long time, so I will better go in section C and start doing it. Okay. Calculate the market value weighted average cost of capital. Okay. The individual capital the company has following sources: ordinary preference loan, bank loan has a nominal value and a current rating, equity beta. Preferential is redeemable and nominal value. They are currently trading at this one 8% loan knows nominal value, market value. They are renewing 6.75% premium to nominal value. The bank loan charges fixed rate of this one and the yield on short term data rate with forward and remember this one value pays corporation tax at 20%. Okay. So now what I can do is I can find cost of equity. Okay. By using EPM. So 4, okay, because my you get ratio means risk free rate. Okay. 4 plus, okay, equity beta is 1.25 multiply by 5.6, which is the premium. I'll be getting 11%. Now cost of capital of preference share. Okay, 10% irredeemable preference share. Cost of capital of 10%. Just 10%. I will write the name of it. Preference shares. Okay. Preference share dividend which will be equal to 0.1 into 0.5. Now cost of preference share. Okay, I'll be writing whole thing because this is the main exam. I will treat this as main exam. Okay, treat this as a main exam and see how much time you are taking. You actually have to feel it like that. 0.05 divided by 0.55 into 100. Okay. So it will be 100 multiplied by this divided by 0.55. So I will round this comma 0, it will be 9. Okay, or let's take one decimal place, 9.1%. Okay, this we can show in terms of percentage. Not all. If I go to show this in percentage, Okay, you can just write 9.1%. Cost of debt of loan notes, okay? This is bold. This is bold. Cost of loan after tax interest cost. After tax interest cost, okay? So tax is 20% and 8. The interest is 8%, 8 into after tax 6.4 per 100 loan note. So we need to use year cash flow. That's all. Dollar 5% discount. How do I get the discount? It is redeemable at a 5% premium. So because of that, we are taking 5%. The first discount rate 5% discount. Next, we are taking present value. I'm taking present value in dollar. Okay. So it will be 0, and for 6 years, so 1 to 6 years, and 6th year will be the principal amount, and here it's the market value. Interest. Here you have to write the whole thing, okay, because this is the main working your spreadsheet. Unlike section A and B. So redemption. Okay. Market value they have given us 108.29 in bracket. Sorry, not bracket, we'll put minus. Next we have 6.4 as interest, and redemption will be 5% premium, so 105. Okay, when you're using the discount, it will be 1. Annuity factor for 6 years and 0.746 interest for the 6th year. And when you find the present value, it will be 108.29. Next 32.49, 78.33. Okay, you can even put an underline over here to put 2.53. It's a positive present value, so I need a higher than 5% discount rate, so I will just put 6%. You can use any rate, okay, which is higher than 5%. If it's 6%, it's the rate. Annuity factor 4.917, 0.705. Present value. Minus 108.29, 31.47, 74.03. Okay, If I put, now I'm getting a negative, so 2.79. Now I have to use what? Okay, it will be known as after tax KD, cost of debt. Okay, I'm going to use IRR. If you're using IRR, mention it. Okay, so the formula is 5% plus, sorry, equal 5 plus 1, the difference is 1, multiply by 2.53 plus bracket divide by 2.53 plus, because minus minus becomes plus, so 279. So let's write it as 5.5%. Okay, next. So this is cost of loan notes. There are two debts, that's why. Cost of bank loan. So now KD. The after tax interest loss can be used. So what is it? If you say it is 7%, they are changing interest. So 7 after tax. After tax. It will be 7 into 0.8 after tax. 5.6%. So alternatively, the after tax cost of debt loan notes can be used. You can even use 5.5%. This also, but we'll use this. So now we are going to find how you can use MV, market value of, wait a minute, I'm just going to write down. This will be in dollar thousand. I'm going to drop down the 3 zeros. Now I'm going to write market value of equity equal to, okay, if I see the market value, it was 6.35, so 6.35 multiply by, what is it? Ordinary share is 8. Okay, 8,000. So we are removing the 1,000. So 8 divided by nominal, it is 0.2. So this is the market value of a good 254,000. Eight million. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It will be 254,000. So we are dropping down the 3 zeros. So just write 254,000. So we are dropping down the 3 zeros here. 8,000. Okay. Next we have the market value of preference share. So market value of preference share is equal to 0.55 multiplied by 2 million divided by 0.5. 2,200. Next we have market value of loan notes. Market value of loan notes will be 108.29 into 6 divided by 100, because loan notes is 6,000, so we are putting 6, sorry, million. That means 6,000 loan notes divided by 100. Just this is 108.29. Book value of debt. Okay. This is not market value. This is book value of debt. What is it? This bank loan. So we are taking 2,000. Okay. Now what am I going to do? Total market value of sources of finance. So I'm going to put sum and add all. Okay, I'm going to use round this whole number. Right, it's still not over. Now comes the calculation of WAC. Okay, so WAC will be equal to will be cost of equity, or I can put 11 multiply by market value of equity plus 9.1%. Okay, cost of debt, sorry, cost of preference share, 9.1 into this plus 5.5%. So 5.5 multiply by this plus 5.6 into book value of debt. This into value of debt. Divide this. Oh, sorry. Divide by this. Right? It's not going to. Okay. Rather, what we can do is let's not divide. Just put and then you divide this. Here. This divide by this. So if you see it's 10.8, right? So 10.8% is your WAC. Okay. You can even highlight this cell, because they recommend us calculate the market weighted average cost of capital. Okay. Now I'm going to go the next one. Explain the meaning of term business risk and financial risk for 4 marks. Okay. So how am I doing this theory question? I'm just defining, okay, what is business risk. Now I'm going to talk about in the next paragraph what it is. I'm going to explain it in depth because 2 marks for business risk, 2 marks for financial risk. Okay. Just have a look the speed at which I'm writing, how long I'm taking, okay, and look at the clock, how much time is remaining. It's going to be 9 soon, so it's 1.5 hours is remaining yet. Okay. When you are giving terms of two different things, make sure that you tell the difference. So now I'm done with the business risk. Now I'm going to the financial risk. Okay. can be measured from balance sheet perspective by gearing. Okay, give some measures, some ratios like financial gearing, debt equity ratio, then debt ratio. And from statement of profit or loss. By interest cover and income gearing. So the total X, that's it. Next, discuss the key features of right issue as a way of raising equity finance. Key features of a right issue as a way of raising. So you have to know about right issue for 5 marks. How to answer this? You can talk about 5 different points. Okay, 1 mark for each point. Okay. So you can give any 5 points. I'm not going to read the answers for you. You can read it yourself. And just see the time taken to type the answer. And what are the points I'm including. Because these are theory, so I don't think I need to explain anything. So now exactly, I'm sorry. Exactly if you see the time, 1.5 hours is left. And we have how many questions to be done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on 33, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 11. So we have 11 questions to do. Okay. I'm not, so I will be silent now. I'm just typing because I will be typing with both my hands. Okay, and my headphone is not using it. my microphone for some time, so just look at the screen. As you can see, different points I am putting, and I'm using subheadings. I'm bolding the subheadings out. Okay. Basically, if you see in each paragraph, I'm defining what it means because these are the features of right issue. First, I define what is preemptive right. Now, I'm discussing what is right issue price and come right price. Now, remember guys, wherever you can explain a concept with examples, for example, you're using some numbers, use it. This will give you marks. This will help you to explain it better. If you're not able to explain it in sentence, show some examples through numbers and then you can do it. Now, how, right? Now, I'm going to do it for the theoretical X right price, okay? Another thing, if you have noticed, when I'm doing what I'm doing is I'm going back. If I'm making some spelling mistakes, immediately on the point I'm correcting it, right? So this shows that you have to do proofreading. You have to proofread your own thing what you have typed. Wherever mistake is there, corrected. That's why, because of this issue, it takes time. You need to, you will be making mistakes some way or the other. You'll be erasing it, correcting it. This takes time. That's why I always tell practice, practice, practice your typing. So 3 points I've discussed. Now two more to go. Now if you have see how I have written the 5 points, not in one paragraph, different paragraphs using different subheadings, and the subheadings are in bold to know that there are 5 points. Okay, now if you see the marking scheme, one more additional point they have given. There are 6 points which I'm not writing because it's not needed, but for explanation purpose, when you're reading, read it. It is the neutral effect on the shareholder wealth. Okay, which is quite long, so I didn't write it. Going to next. Calculate the net present value of investment project and governance. Calculating net present value, even practice test one we saw, will be asked on section C. Okay, and comment. Even if they don't say comment, you have to comment. If they say comment, definitely you have to. So in both ways, you have to comment on the financial acceptability for 8 marks. Okay, this is a different case. So let's look at explain the capital of existing fat in alpha division by 85 in order to meet increased demand for one of its product. The expansion will cause this one. Okay, wherever highlight it. The selling price and the variable cost is this. Okay, selling price has been and it is inflated, variable and inflated. Normal fixed cost production has been given the fixed cost, and they have a normal after tax WACC at 10%. Okay, tax at 20% per year, 1 year in arrear. Okay, that means after 1 year they pay. So the year one, they will not be paying in year one, they'll be paying that tax in year two for year one. Okay, the company can claim 25% on full which paid at the start of the first year of operation. So definitely, tax allowable depreciation, be prepared for this. They evaluate all investment projects to have their project life for 4 years. Okay, and assume zero scrap value. So zero scrap value and 4 years. Now, if you see the marking scheme and all workings and all are shown towards the end. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow the same thing. The workings and all I will do at the end, right? But at least I can draw the table. I'm going to write it as net present value. Double click net present value calculation. Okay, the main heading for the table. Bold out your headings. Now I'm going to write year. How many years will be there? Not 4 years, 5 years. Why? You can write year 0 or you can write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why? Because you are paying tax after 1 year. Whenever it is in area, you do it, and then we are writing it in. Okay, make sure that after the dollar sign, when you put dollar, I'm showing you again dollar, don't put 000 directly. If you put $00, it will come like this. You need to put some sign, like I have put, okay, a semicolon or anything like that, so that it is treated as a text. Okay, then I'm going to copy paste this. You can do your formatting here itself. Okay, next. So first is sales, next will be variable cost, third is your contribution, fourth is your fixed cost. Okay, then comes your taxable cash flow. Next, it is your tax at 20%. Then it comes TAD. Okay, tax allowable depreciation tax benefit. Okay, okay, we'll write tax benefit. Otherwise, when you take from the workings, you will get confused. So this quickly you can draw. Okay, whenever you get this question. After tax, cash flow, and the discount they have given us 10%. Okay, discount at 10%. Next, present value. Okay, then here just copy paste somewhere here. Okay, present value of future cash flows. Okay, then you minus your initial investment from there and get the net, sorry, net present value, and then comment. Okay, so this is like the basic table. Didn't even take me 2 minutes. After that I can show my working. So sales variable cost, definitely I need working, so I cannot do that. Contribution also I cannot do without them. Fixed cost I can put. Okay, if you see the fixed cost I can put, it's given in this table. Okay, so 110, 205, 330 and 330. You can show it either in positive, but when you show it in positive and when you calculate your taxable cash flow, don't forget to minus it. If you are putting the amount in minus, then you can use the sum function because it will automatically deduct it. So it's up to you. Let me put it in positive. Okay, I'm keeping it as in positive. Now taxable tax benefit, just all. Okay, discount for 10%. This values also I can put from the table. Let me open the formula sheet. Let me go to the 10%. 10% is here, so all this 0.9018127316599593 I'm going to copy. Okay, so wherever you don't need any function, you can write, do it. Oh, sorry, this is for the second year. And make sure that you're writing in the correct column. Sometimes what happens is first year thing you're writing in the second year. This happens quite a lot. Due to stress, you panic. If you have this fear that you might have missed out something, okay, don't worry. You cannot add or delete cells, but if you want, if you have the time to do it again, if you think you'll be able to do it, then just go here, reset everything, and you can start fresh. And 0.621. Okay, so for the rest all I need my workings. So now comment will just take one line. Okay, so comment is one line. I can start from here. Okay, so my workings will be from here. Okay. So starting with sales. Okay, first working is sales. So here what I'm going to do, year 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we don't need 5 years because we are not paying tax. Okay, wherever you can bold format, you can do it. Now we have the selling price. Okay, selling price you can take as 3.1. So 3.1 is everywhere. Just drag it. Next we have inflation. Inflation at 3%. Okay, so when you inflate this by 3%, what you are going to do is 1.03 multiply by this. What happened when you drag it to the other cells? It will be same only, because 3.1 they are going to take 10%. So you cannot do like this. Just undo. Okay. So here, just multiply it. Or what you can do is, when you go to the second year, on this you multiply 3%. Sorry. This you multiply 3%, close bracket, enter. On the previous one, you just apply 3%, inflate that by 3%, and now you can drag it, because then every year it will take 3% on that. Okay. You can keep it as it is, or you can round up to 1 decimal place or 2 decimal place, right? It's up to you. So sales volume, if you see, the sales volume has been given as 850. It starts with 850, right? It's 850 only. So 850. All these techniques you have to know. Okay, now it is the same. Now sales revenue. Okay, so sales revenue will be simply this. Okay, after inflation you have to take. Don't take selling price into inflation into sales volume. Okay. Now you can just drag this to the other cells. Okay. Now what are you going to do? I'm just going to copy paste this to the sales table for the first 4 year. But when I go, I'm going to go paste special only the values, because it has functions in it. Next, variable cost is my second working. So this whole thing you can just copy paste, click on one cell and paste, it will click. Okay, the only change you will change this to variable cost. That's it. And it's 1.1. Okay, so you click 1.1. Now you need to take it to the cells also. Okay, inflation, even for inflation is 6%. Okay, inflation is 6% here. So when you go here, okay, it will be, just change it. Just change this to 6%. Okay, take it to the other cells, it will show you the same. So what you have to do is, when you go to the second year, 6% into this, sorry, into this one. Now you can drag this to the other two cells. Okay, and the sales volume is 850. So when you go to the sales revenue, it will be this into this. Variable cost. Okay, okay, so if you see, it is already multiplied. So now I'm just going to copy paste this. Copy the variable cost. When I go paste special, remove it and click again values. So now contribution is just the difference between these two. Sales minus variable cost. drag it to the other cells, the other 4 cells. Okay, now fixed cost. So when you go to the taxable cash flow is simply contribution minus your fixed costs. This also you can drag it to the other cells. Okay, next we have tax. So tax, now you have to take 20%. 0.2 multiplied by this. Okay, when you are taking tax, remember it will be next year. Okay, so what you are going to do is, first you are going to take this. Okay, so the number will be same, but the first year will go to the second year, second year will go third year, third will go to fourth, fourth will go to fifth. That's it. So how are you going to do this? Okay, if you want to do this, just undo, just go here for the second year and do this minus this. Sorry, it's wrong. You have to find tax. Sorry, 20% tax on this. Okay, if you see, now drag it to the other cells and see what's happening. Okay, so when you go to the second year, you have to take this into the, in the second column you have to take taxable cash flow of the first year into 20% and drag it to 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, automatically it will take. Now taxable tax benefit is the third. For this we need a working. Now if you check the time, 1 hour is remaining, 1 hour is left. It's 9:30. As soon as 1 hour is over, I'm going to end this, no matter whether I have finished it or not. So when I go here, I'm going to exactly take, copy this, copy paste. Sorry, it's from here I have to paste. Okay, this will be known as TAD. Okay, so first it is TAD, then it is the tax benefit. Okay, if you see, it will be in dollar. Just copy, paste. When you copy paste, it will copy the whole cell. Okay, it does not copy part by part. Tax benefit. So now when you are taking tax allowable depreciation, it is 25% reducing balance basis. Okay, 25% on what? Initial cost. What is the initial cost? It is 3.2. So you are taking 25% of 3.2. Okay, just go here, 25 into 3,200. When you go to the next year, how are you going to do the next year? So from 3,200, okay, 3,200 minus this 800. And then find 25% on that. Okay, multiply by 0.25, 600. Next, when you go again, equal to 3,200 minus this plus this, multiply by 0.25. we see 38 is 750. No, it cannot be 750. It cannot be more than 600. Okay, so what you did was, after you deducted 800 and 600 from 3200, 1800, just if it is supposed to be less in the third year. Okay, so the reason is you need to put a bracket here. Okay, so somewhere it's wrong. Okay, because when you're saying it's 3200 minus this 2, it will be 1800. On that, if you are taking 25%, 25% 1800 is 450. Okay, you can use a calculator in this case. Open a calculator. Okay, so 800 plus 600, 1400. So 3200 minus 1400 is 1800. On that, you are taking 25%, which will be 450. Or the other way is, when you did this, it was 3200 minus 600. So what you can do is 3200 minus 600 minus 800. On this, you take 25%. You see, this is why you have to be a pro in using Excel when you're using it. How did I know that my answer is wrong? That's a very good question. How did I identify that it was 750? Why was it wrong? Because when you're doing tax allowable depreciation, okay, it has to go lower and lower. In the fourth year, it could be high because of balancing allowance or charge, but first 3 years, it is reducing balance basis. It will be going down and down. If it was straight line, it would be same. If it's reducing balance, it will be going down and down. It cannot go up. It can never go up. So I know it's wrong because it was more than 600. Okay. Look at the first 800, 600, 450. So definitely it has to be lower than 600. Okay. This shows that sometimes you might have to use your calculator to check with Excel whether it's giving you the same answer or not. When you go to the fourth year, okay, how much it will be? It is easy. Tax allowable depreciation, whenever you have to take in the fourth year, there's no scrap value. So it is just simply 3200 minus all this. You are not taking 25%. Ultimately, if you add all this, it should be equal to your expansion cost. Okay. So now comes your tax benefit. Tax is 20%. Okay, so let us take it to the other cells. So when you are taking tax benefit, you are copying this to this. This is a question. Whether first 4 year or, see, taxable benefit you will be having after 1 year. You have to take 2, 3, 4, 5. How you have taken the tax, okay? When you're going paste special, remove the values, again click values and press OK. Now you have to press the after tax cash flow. So equal to taxable cash flow minus this. Click this cell so that you can copy paste on the other cells also, okay? even though nothing is there, no value is there, plus the taxable benefit, okay, plus this cell. Now if you drag it, it will automatically minus your tax and add your taxable allowable depreciation. Okay, now you need to discount. So once you discount, just take this, multiply by the discount factor, and now you need to just drag it. Sorry, wait for this plus thing and then drag it. Okay, now what is it? So just use the sum function to take all the 5-year present value. If you see the present value, okay, one thing, when you're taking the present value, you have to do one thing. What is it? You cannot take the last year because it is negative. Okay, it's giving the minus 13. So just take for the first 4 years. Let's see what happens when you're taking the sum. Okay, I'm sorry. Just take the sum of all the present value and see. You have to take the 5th year also. Sorry, okay. So you are getting this. Now your initial investment is 3,200. So 3,200. You minus your 3,200 from there. So your this one will be this minus your initial investment. It's a positive net present value. 1187. So what should be your comment? Okay, calculate the net present value. So make sure that this you can color the cell and comment. What would be your comment? Net present value is positive. Write the word positive, don't draw plus sign, okay? And so if you say it's positive also is not enough, you need to say so what? And so investment project is financially investment. Write in the terms they have asked. They have asked whether it's financially acceptable or not. So you say investment project is financially acceptable. That's it. What's so tough about it? Right. So make sure that you see. Even this also you can highlight in yellow if you want. Okay. Next. So this is done. Let us go to the next one. Okay. Determine the net present value of the optimum investment schedule. Here also you need Excel, same. So they have limited capital investment fund for 7 million. This is like capital rationing. What is it? 7 million. Has identified 5 possible investment projects. These projects are divisible and cannot be deferred or repeated. C&D are mutually exclusive. Determine the net present value for 3 marks. What do you have to do? Okay. Quickly you have to do the analysis of profitability index to select which one, because it is divisible. Analysis of profitability indexes. Right. There is no merge and nothing like that. So it's better you just extend the line. Okay. Analysis of profitability index. Now the project, the initial investment, next we have the profitability net present value. Okay, for net present value you can write NPV, it is understood. Profitability index you can write PI. It is understood. Then you can write the rank. Okay. Center line bold. Okay. So project A, B, okay. 5 projects. Next we have the initial investment. What is the initial investment? It's here. Just okay, just you cannot copy paste, so 3. Okay. 2. Next we have 1. Then we have another 1 million. 2. Next net present value is given. Yes, it is already given. So 6. Okay. So this is your last hour. If you see, that's why I am in a hurry. I'm increasing my time. You cannot relax. The reason, because it, okay, 1 comma 700 2,100,000. And then we have 3 comma 600 comma 00. Okay, profitability index. Profitability index is your net present value divided by initial investment. Okay, this divided by initial investment. If you see, it's coming as name. Why is it coming as name? Because these are not treated as number the moment you put comma. So what you should do, go format cells, take it as number. Okay, so it will take it as a number. Do you see? Drag it to the other cells. Okay, so now you can rank. How are you going to rank? The one with the highest profitability index is first. Okay, you are not supposed to use a rank function, right? Because in Excel they will not go to that advanced level. Okay, so you see and see the one which is giving the highest, that will be marked as first. But when you know, when you see Excel, the normal Excel, not in the CBE platform, the Excel which you are using, we have a function called rank which we can use to rank it. It will rank for us. But here you have to do it manually. Okay, so you can write 1. That means first. Next is, this is 2. Okay, this is 3. Then this is 4. And this, they are saying it is excluded. Okay, we'll see why it is so. Optimum investment schedule. The moment you erased something by mistake, you can undo it and it will come. But not when you reset. Okay, when you reset, it will not come. So now what am I going to do? I'm just going to copy paste this again. Okay. first, second, third, fourth. Okay, I'm going to just change. This is first. D. Okay, D is first. After D, it's A. So you're just going to change it. D. A. E. And B. This is not going to be there. That means C is not going to be there. Now you have to change the initial investment. Just change one digit is enough. 1. Okay. Don't waste time writing the whole number again. Just change just one digit you need to change. 2. And it's already 1 and this cut delete it. Just remove it. Okay, so the net present value will be, this is not needed. This you can erase it off. So rank okay, just the net present value you have to change. It is 6 2 1 6, another 0 needs to be added. Okay, then it is 3 6 3 6 and 1 6. Okay, so what is the initial investment sum? That's why it was excluded. Why? Because your initial investment, if you see, go up, it is 7 million. So that's why you were not able to take this project D. Because if you add this, it will be total 8 million. You can only take up to 7 million. Okay, now the net present value, you can just drag it. You will automatically take the sum of the net present value. Okay, another thing which you need to take care of, just look. So D, you have taken the net present value 2. A also you have taken 6 million fully. E also you have taken 3.6. But when you came to B, it was 3.2, but you are taking 166. Okay. We'll see why it is. When we came here for the net present value. Okay. Just let us previously go the net present value before. 1187. Okay. If you do it, the reason how they got this is it's equal to 3 3.2 into, okay, or 3,200. 3,200,000. Okay, let's take in terms of million. 3.2 into 1 divided by 2. That's how they have got 1.6 million. Okay, because the profitability index, this went off it. Please keep an eye on the time. Okay, the net result of the investment is 13.3 million. We need to write it. So the net present value of optimum investment schedule, okay, for delta division is 13.3 million dollar, 13.3 million. If you can see here. Okay, so let us take the initial investment of D. We have taken 1. A, it was 3. E, it is 2. B. Okay, so if you see B we cannot take 2 million. We have to take 1 million in the B. It was 2, but we can only take 1 million initial investment. That's why when we took net present value also, we took half of this. Because in initial investment we took half, so net present value also will be taking half of 3.2 million. Okay. So now if I see, I have 36 and 37 to do. Discuss the reasons why a hard and long rationing occur. And it's for 5 marks. Okay. Now we just have exactly 30 minutes. So we have completed 2 hours and 30 minutes. Okay. So it's 5 marks. So I'll be writing two reasons for soft and 2 for hard, and then some additional. I'll be link it to the case study. So if you see, this is the last, right? Discuss 2 ways in which risk of an investment, and it's for 4 marks. Discuss 2 ways in which risk of an investment project can be assessed. So I have finished this. Now if you see, the time is 15 minutes is left for me to finish this. Okay, I have finished. And you go to the next. Before you exit the exam, you can see which all questions you still have to do. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 questions have to be done. Okay, so let us go to question 3 again, and we'll do this in this 15 minutes. Okay. Okay. EPC is called trading and we have this 20%. Okay. Okay, since I have forgot the formula, so it's taking a time for me to do it. Okay. 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 So let us make a guess. Since we don't have option, let us go to the other questions and do it. 16. 16, okay. Which is the money market hedge. So let us do some. Till now, let us click in case I don't get the time. So roughly, let's do 9.45 for now. You can just give any rough answer in case you are not getting any answer. Okay. So here what we can do. So let me take my manual calculator and do it. So definitely we have the calculator. It is okay. 12 million. I have to receive dinar. I'll be selling dinar to buy dollar. So I'll be buying dollar at a higher rate, 57.52. Okay, so this rate, I'll be using this rate and I'll be borrowing in dinar because dinar is my foreign currency and I'll be depositing it in dollar. So this divided by, okay, for the 6 month, and this is annual. Okay, let us take, because they have told clearly 6 month interest rate, divide by 57.52. This is a not annual interest rate, okay. Multiply by 1.05. Enter. 210. This is 20. Wait. It will be 1.005. 1.005. Okay. Yes. So we are getting somewhere. The reason I took is I have taken this divided by 2, but it is already 6 month interest rate which is given. So divide by 1.04, divide by 57.52, multiply by 1.005 to 10602. This is the answer. Okay, I can remove the flag from 16. Next is 21. Now go to the navigator. 16 will be shown as complete. 21, 22 and 26. What is the equity value to 2 decimal places? Okay. So let us take an economic recovery of the share type. So share recovery for the foreseeable future, 8% is the growth rate. Okay, what is the cost of equity? So X dividend basis is 7.1 per share. Right? Okay. So it will be 7.8 divided by the nominal 0.25 multiply by 7.1. So the answer is this. It is 221.52. The next one is 22. Assuming currency for the market value is loan note. Just for random click and answer and keep. Each loan note. Market value of each loan note. 6 years. 7% on 100, it will be 7. So it will be 7 multiplied by the annuity factor for 5%. 5.076. 0.076 plus 100 into the discount factor will be for 5%, 0.746. $110.13. But definitely we know it will be more than that because conversion. Converted into 10 ordinary shares per loan note. Okay, so 10 ordinary shares per loan note. 10 ordinary shares will be 7.1. So you just have to add the conversion with this. This is just for the loan. Okay, it will be 6. Okay, so definitely we'll get this. Okay, so we'll just put this as a guess. Imagine it's more than this. Okay, so 2 minutes is left. Okay, I'm going to remove this flag. What else is remaining? 26. What is the change in volume? So let us do 511, sorry, 511 divided by 6657 into 7.7%. So or maybe a little more than that because this will not equal to 0. Okay, it is out of this percentage how much it is. So if this has to be 0, maybe we can do this and see. Six five five seven. Okay, 557. 6557 into 7. So maybe we can put 7.7%. We'll put the next higher than 7.7% because definitely 7.7% will not make it 0. So just the next guess I'm making definitely will not be too high. So sometimes you can do this second guessing and all. Now I'll be checking. I just have 1 minute left. So I'll be checking everything out. Right. We'll remove this. I will go to question 3 and I will try to do it. So definitely it's just few seconds left. Okay, and in few seconds I don't think I'll be able to do it, so let me go to the last question. That's it, the time is up, so I'm going to exit now. You see this all are complete. And your exam, yes, yes. So now what I'm going to do is, I have finished the exam in 3 hours, as you can see, guys. Now I'm going to check my marks for test 2. So if you see, the marks I have got is 56. This 56 is only in section A and B. Section C they didn't count. You have to give marks. So you can see 1 is correct, 2 is correct, 3 is wrong. Okay, so definitely I'm somewhere near. And you can see the workings are given here. So 4 is correct, 6, 7, 8. Wherever I had doubt, those were the areas I got it wrong. You're saying all these are correct, right? This is also is wrong, right? Definitely this was my first option, but then I went for this. So if you see, go back, if you see here in the answer marking scheme, they didn't show how they got this. They just showed the correct answer. So make sure you know how to perform and get these answers. These are very important. Now when I go to 31, okay, there is no marks. You have to give yourself marks. But definitely you can see your answer here. And you can compare this with the sample answer given here. Okay, you can see, if you see, it is, so since I have done exactly, I'll be giving myself full marks. Okay, how do I give marks? You'll be giving the full marks available to you. So here I'll be giving 4 marks. Okay, 33. Here I'll be giving myself 8. 36. Here I'll be giving myself 3 marks. 36. Maybe I'll give myself 4 mark. 37. 4. So if you see, I have scored 95. Now let us end this. Okay. Review. So just check the graph, it's high, right? In attempt 2. This is your practice test for FM. Okay. So that's it. I have finished the revision for financial management today. This is the last video for the June exam. I will not be uploading any more videos for the financial management paper. Many students are requesting me to make a video for how to answer theory part. Well, I don't make videos on how to answer theory part. The reason is I like when I do some questions, I do show how to write theory parts, but specifically for theory questions, I don't make. The reason is because every one of us writes it in a different way. We understand things in different way. We write it in a different way, right? The way I write my answers might be different from someone else. So that cannot be taught. That only you have to write it and see yourself, compare it with the answers given and practice. I cannot teach you how to do it. Right? Ultimately, it depends on you. So theory questions, what you have to do is you just learn, read the textbook, understand the concept, and write it in your own words. That's it. Okay? So you can explain it in any way. It's up to you. So with this, I want to wish best of luck for all the financial management students. I hope this videos and my previous other videos also will be helpful for you, where I discuss section A, B, and C from practice test 1. Go through those also and go through this also and see how much time I took, how I came back, right? And when I came back, you saw that I was not able to do everything properly. I just had to do somehow and submit because I ran out of time in the beginning, at the end. Initially, I was doing good, but in the end, it in section C, I was taking so much of time. It slowed me down. So this I wanted to show you to tell that in your real exam, you will be facing this even worse than this, to be honest. Even worse than this. Because you'll be panicking and all. So you have to have this speed even faster than this. This is not, I would not say the best, but it's not worst either. Right? I was still able to manage the paper in 3 hours and pass the paper. So make sure that you know all your syllabus area, you have done your revision kit, you did your CBE platform, especially on CBE platform you have practiced. Don't ask me how many times, how many question papers should I do. That's not a question. Okay. So since this is the last week, I would still say don't over stress, don't overdo it. Whatever you have learned, now it is your time to give your mind rest and also do it. You can even take 1 or 2 paper you can do per day. Or one paper you could do a day. I would say one paper, not more than a paper, because one paper itself take 3 hours. Imagine if you are doing two paper, which will be taking more than 6 hours. So let's say, and 2 hours or 1 hour you will take just to review the answer. So another 2 hours you can add. It will take 8 hours of your day. It will consume, which is not a good method. I never used to do more than one question a day. Every day I don't do questions, but I do simultaneously. I mean, I do one day after the other. So by now you should have a timetable. You should be following the timetable. Doing a paper each day will help you. And don't stress, don't panic. Trust. Have the trust in your God, okay, in your Almighty. Keep praying and take care of your health. Take care of your loved ones. And do encourage, motivate your friends. Motivate yourself. This is the time to motivate yourself and also your friends. Right? And remember, hard work always pays off. So if you have worked hard, you have nothing to worry. That's it. Rest you leave to God. He will take care of it. So see you till then and best of luck.